Iota value equivalent to 6,782 rands a coin. The present cost range 614.99, 617.86. The earlier day close 670.170. The change was 0.38827%. Converse rate 0.28. Iota cost expectation for July 2024. In the first place, cost at 656 rands. Excessive cost 814, while low cost 656. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 722. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 761. Change for July 16%. Iota conjecture for August 2024. At the outset, cost at 761 rands. Excessive cost 945, while low cost 761. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 838. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 883. Change for August 16%. Iota cost expectation for September 2024. At the outset, cost at 883 rands. Excessive cost 977, while low cost 849. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 906. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 913. Change for September 34%. Iota cost expectation for November 2024. Before all else, cost at 885 rands. Excessive cost 901, while low cost 783. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 853. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 842. Change for November 49%. Iota conjecture for December 2024. Before all else, cost at 842 rands. Excessive cost 842, while low cost 710. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 789. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 763. Change for December 94%. Iota cost expectation for January 2025. In the first place, cost at 763 rands. Exorbitant cost 763, while low cost 617. They found the middle value of cost 702. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 663. Change for January 1%. Iota gauge for February 2025. In the first place, cost at 663 rands. Exorbitant cost 773, while low cost 663. They found the middle value of cost 705. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 722. Change for February 9%. Iota cost expectation for Walk 2025. Initially cost at 722 rands. Excessive cost 725, while low cost 631. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 689. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 678. Change for spring 61%. Iota figure for April 2025. Initially cost at 678 rands. Excessive cost 678, while low cost 558. They found the middle value of cost 629. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 6,000. Change for April 5%. Iota cost expectation for May 2025. Before all else, cost at 6,000 rands. Excessive cost 709, while low cost 6,000. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 643. Iota cost figured toward the month's end 663. Change for May 5%. Iota gauge for June 2025. To start with, cost at 663 rands. Exorbitant cost 823, while low cost 663. They found the middle value of cost 730. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 769. Change for June 16%. Iota cost expectation for July 2025. In the first place, cost at 769 rands. Exorbitant cost 836, while low cost 726. They found the middle value of cost 778. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 781. Change for July 6%. Iota cost expectation for September 2025. First and foremost, cost at 793 rands. Exorbitant cost 793, while low cost 670. They found the middle value of cost 744. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 720. Change for September 92%. Iota cost expectation for November 2025. Before all else, cost at 782 rands. Excessive cost 782, while low cost 663. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 735. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 713. Change for November 88%. Iota gauge for December 2025. In the first place, cost at 713 rands. Exorbitant cost 885, while low cost 713. They found the middle value of cost 785. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 827. Change for December 16%. Iota cost expectation for January 2026. In the first place, cost at 827 rands. Exorbitant cost 899, while low cost 781. They found the middle value of cost 837. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 840, change for January 16%. Iota gauge for February 2026. In the first place, cost at 840 rands. Exorbitant cost 913, while low cost 793. They found the middle value of cost 850. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 853, change for February 15%. Iota cost expectation for Walk 2026. First and foremost, cost at 853 rands. Exorbitant cost 928, while low cost 806. They found the middle value of cost 864. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 867, change for spring 16%. Iota estimate for April 2026. First and foremost, cost at 867 rands. Exorbitant cost 939, while low cost 817. They found the middle value of cost 875. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 878, change for April 13%. Iota cost expectation for May 2026. Initially cost at 878 rands. Excessive cost 901, while low cost 783. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 851. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 842, change for May 1%. Iota gauge for June 2026. To start with, cost at 842 rands. Exorbitant cost 915, while low cost 795. They found the middle value of cost 852. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 855, change for June 15%. Iota cost expectation for July 2026. To start with, cost at 855 rands. Exorbitant cost 855, while low cost 740. They found the middle value of cost 812. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 796, change for July 69%. Iota conjecture for August 2026. At the outset, cost at 796 rands. Excessive cost 899, while low cost 781. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 829. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 840, change for August 5%. Iota cost expectation for September 2026. At the outset, cost at 840 rands. Excessive cost 1042, while low cost 840. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 924. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 974, change for September 16%. Iota figure for October 2026. Initially cost at 974 rands. Excessive cost 12.9, while low cost 974. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 1072. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 1130, change for October 16%. Iota cost expectation for November 2026. Initially cost at 1130 rands. Excessive cost 12.99, while low cost 11.29.